Black women speak. Even if they call you crazy, loud, rude, or man-hating, you better speak and release. Stand for something or fall for everything. See me, my issue is not letting you ill-energized imposters change the truth on my rosters. So black girl, speak. Because the bullets of truth that fly from my mouth, they are very similar to the 45 cal that I once used to run up in your house. But now, I just use my words to knock your little itty bitty ego out. So, you can call yourself a god and then with the same fire disrespect the black woman that you said the laws, earth, and universe sent you to protect. But you know me, I'm all about growth. So let me see what I can get to dawn on you and give you what you need the most. Because me, I understand that some men's mother never told them. Some men's mother, being a single parent, all they did was scold them. Single parent is demanding. I get it. It's my life's understanding. So now you hear me clear. You should never disrespect anyone's daughter, aunt, or mother, niece, or your lover. And especially when you all in the streets hollering unity and my brother, my brother. So as the times change and the culture rise, I pray that we men and women can come to a beautiful compromise. But in this period of gestation, I won't compromise my sanity because I'm a warrior for this black woman's humanity. And we will stand tall and commit ourselves to healing and putting ourselves first because we won't accept anything less than we deserve. Never forget the Eve gene. We put all of you on this earth because we birthed this nation. Now put your ego to the side so we can finally let our nation rise. Don't shoot the messenger.
All right. Welcome, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Tru Spit Don't Shoot the Messenger. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get it out the way while I'm getting my sage lit. This is not a kid-friendly episode, okay? So I'm going to need you to go ahead, put the little ones to bed, fix them some milk, give them some melatonin, give them a True Essentials bath. I don't really care what you do with them, but you need to go ahead and get rid of them, because you probably may not want them to hear what I'm going to say today. So, again, we're going to go ahead and stage this episode. And we're going to hop right in and get right to it. Because as you know what I say, it's nothing to it but to do it. Again, thank you guys for joining me. We're going to get right into it. Hang with your girl. And if you have you a nice sage, a stick of sage, I suggest you go ahead and grab it and light it while I'm at it too. All right, so this episode, one of my favorite things to do, guys, I'm a poet, and that is, poetry is where I found a lot of my healing, a lot of my advocacy, and a lot of my frustrations and growth definitely came through writing. I've been writing since I was probably about 10 or 11 years old, and over time, I just fell off from it. And when I came back, I will say to my own horn, which is sometimes what you have to do. I feel as though I came back with a vengeance forever. Okay? So this show, like I said, y'all, this is not a kid-friendly show. What I want you to do, because we're going to be rocking and rolling with each other, and we're going to see if this damn shirt of mine going to stay down. We'll see. I want you to grab whatever it is that gets you relaxed, okay? I want you to grab your mate, your best friend, your dog, your puppy, whatever it is that relaxes you and puts you at ease. Mine happens to be a cup right now. So I'm going to make sure that I keep something in my cup. If yours is a cup, I suggest you do the same. So, with that being said, all right, we're going to jump right into it. So, the first piece that we're going to do, this piece is called Seasons. This is a very special piece to me, and I'm probably going to say this is a very special piece on all of my pieces because they're all very special to me. Anywho, Seasons is one of those that was cultivated when I realized that a few things. The seasons that we go through in life are not necessarily going to match the season that's outside. So sometimes we can get caught up in feeling like, oh, it's summertime, so we're supposed to be out having fun, running the streets and partying and those type things. It may be summer outside, but it may be winter in your life, you know. And so if it's winter in your life and it's summer outside, you're going to have to find a balance, okay? So Seasons is that poem where I began to find a balance. I'm an empathic Cancer who is a sucker for love, and this is one of the love poems that I survived the story of. So, Seasons. So the fact that I'm so familiar with the space that I'm about to enter, I've grabbed my jacket because it's literally frozen colder than an upstate New York winter. But really, it's just like any season. You know, we like some more than others, but we must go through them all in order to evolve. So, it was a spring with April showers to bring the May flowers. I call it the calm before the storm. But honestly, guys, this poem isn't about weather. It's about whether or not the seasons with them were a waste. So let's kick it. Let's go into July, where you lied through the whole summer. And me, I brought every I love you t-shirt and I attended every I got you concert that you put on. But now I am exhausted. I'm hot and depleted from the summer's endless travel to nowhere. Just a bunch of fun nights and fast memories. Soon as summer's done, we fall out into fall. So now we're slightly discolored from what's been in the air. You know, like the trees and the leaves that drop from them. We fell with hella despair. But we landed on the ground properly, awaiting the big freeze. So hibernation is upon me, and my depths, they need mending. The spring's illusion of energy drained my being. With so much rain, it washed away the flowers you planted. Hell, some seeds didn't even make the dirt. And summer almost gave me a heat stroke with the roller coaster rides that we took. So me, I am ready for the big chill. And my boots, my Timbs, they are laced with auto replies of, I'm good. Nope. I'm fine. No thank you. I don't have the time. So all I'm trying to do now is to make it to my rejuvenation destination. And this is the room where no one is invited. Because it's protected by comedy, attitude, the love for self. And in this season, and in this room, there's no space for anyone else. You want to know why? Because it's a cold girl winter. All right, that is one of my good ones. Now, y'all know I'm not going to give you the poem without giving you the story. Welcome to story time. We will do a brief story time on this one. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. This was a time in my life where my value, I was questioning it. I was at a crossroads where I knew where I wanted to be. I knew how to get there. I was on my way there, and I failed the test. God sent me a test, and she was thick, and she was cute, and she was successful, and she was just, it was a trauma bond, and she was amazing in bed, and it was something that I knew better than to do, but I did it anyway. And Seasons helped me come to grips with one, that I did it to myself because I know my seasons, and two, that it was just time for me to, in that time and in those moments, to go ahead and just detach from anything that didn't serve me, and have accountability for what I took on myself.
Okay, guys, I hope that you enjoyed Seasons. Again, that's one of my favorite poems. So with Seasons, we did discuss how you have to understand what season you're going through in your life versus the weather that is going on outside. So that's going to push us into my next poem. Now, my next poem was cultivated during a time where I was getting to really find myself sexually in a healthier manner than I had done in the past, in an unhealthy manner. So with that, I decided to step out of my square and to start to date men again. And with that came quite a few things. And one of those things that I continually got was that I am not your mama. And I was like, okay, well, great. You know, we can agree on something. I'm not your mama. So I'm going to give you guys this poem, and then I will tell you the story of the last two times that someone had the audacity, for me, it was the audacity, to say that shit to me. So, you ain't my mama, you niggas is quick to yell, but then try to put me through unnecessary hell. So somehow you disrespect the essence that gave you birth. So how dare you disrespect the women who put you on this earth? But women, how are we raising these men to disrespect the one they should love the most? So you got me bent is what it makes me want to yell. You know, men want a woman with standards until I'm standing up to your shit. And all because you lay a little good dick, like a quick nut is gonna do the trick. See? Nah, your mama, since you brought her up, she should have raised you well. She should have loved your ass a long time ago. And then maybe you wouldn't be so emotionally slow. So I tell you exactly what I need just to end up to have to plead, because your actions versus your words just prove that you be acting. So now I ain't your mama is what I'm quick to yell. So you better come to me emotionally stable, consistently compassionate, and loyal as hell. Because I am not here to sacrifice my happiness for your shortcomings, nor am I here to nag. Because your mama was supposed to love you for free. But just because she didn't, you think I'm about to sacrifice me? That's another one of my favorites. Here we go again with my favorites. So let me tell you the quick story as to one of the times that occurred. One of the times that occurred, the gentleman that I was dealing with, and I've only heard this from men, the gentleman that I was dealing with had done like 17 years in prison. And he was a very smart, conscious fella, and he ended up getting himself out of prison. So we were in a long distance relationship, and again, this was like the first man I dated after dealing with women for a long time. So to be honest with you guys and myself, I really didn't want to have sex with men. So I was like, well, let me get in a long distance relationship so I ain't gonna have to give him a lot of times, basically. And I'm gonna hold out as long as I can. And so did that. We were in this long distance relationship, and I met him when he had just got out, and I told him, hey, let's not do nothing serious. Why don't you take your time, you know, play the field, you know, get yourself together. And he's like, no, that's not what I want, blase. And so he ends up starting to get his priorities messed up. And I just began to let him know what I would want my mate to let me know, like, hey, you know, you messing up, what can I do? You know, how can we fix this? That type of thing. And then that's when the you ain't my mama came in there, and I said, yeah, you know, I know, because she raised a criminal. And then I guess he didn't like that. And then he said, yeah, that's why your mom was dead. Yeah, she is, but she didn't raise a criminal. So anyway, that was the one of the second to last times that that particular thing occurred to me. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed the pieces this evening. I really do. I hope that you take something away from it. It is very important for every Black person, every person of color, to write. There is healing in writing. Writing was something, and our language was something that was taken away from us. And no matter what you're writing in, you need to write, okay? No matter what. I tell my children, if it's just writing fuck you on a piece of paper 1,000 times because you're mad at me, that's fine, get it out. Writing is therapeutic. Writing gives you something tangible to look at when your emotions are all fucked up and you're not sure what's going on, okay? Writing has been my therapy, my saving grace, my safe haven for a long time now. And without it, I would probably be dead. So I encourage everyone to write. Write your ass off every day, something. If it's just you saying I'm enough, if it's just you saying I got this, or I'm a bad bitch, or whatever it is that moves you, write that shit down. Write your goals down. Write your to-do list. Every day I used to write a to-do list, and I'm gonna get back to doing that. So write things down. Poetry heals. If you like what you saw today, please make sure that you go over to my YouTube, Tru Spit, on there. Also follow me on TikTok. TikTok seems to kind of like me a little bit, and it's Tru Spit 111. So go ahead and follow me on there. If I could one day get paid for that, that'd be great. And when you guys like to see me live on TikTok, so fuck with me on there. And thank you so much for coming to this show. Please come back and join me for the next show. We will do something totally different and address the next issues that we need to tackle in the Black house. And remember, all the fuck you have to do is stay true to you. Don't self-destruct. Now, you guys stay tuned for some exciting news going on around town. Everyone needs to go and follow the Oasis Event Center on Facebook, and also Port City Comedy Jam and Port City Apollo. These will be events you do not want to miss that are going on in your city. And hey, if you're not in the city, you may want to come check them out.
Show produced by Miracle Dixon, edited by Miracle Dixon, hosted by Miracle Dixon, produced by Miracle Dixon. This shit hard.